Now that Fred has completed 2 memorable years as a gold miner, it's time to break down just how successful he's been. So get your TI-83s filled with fresh batteries. It's time to do some quick math to figure out Fred's actual gold mining totals. As always, these totals are going to be a combination of what we're told on the show, basic logic, and random guessing. In other words, expect 100% accuracy in everything I'm about to say. Also, if you find yourself experiencing an interest in Fred's gold totals for more than 3 hours, please seek immediate medical assistance. Fred's Season 1 gold total produced 6.39 ounces. Refined down, that's around 5.43 ounces of real gold. Between his claim owner and investor, he paid 25% in royalties, which leaves him with about 4.07 ounces. Assuming $1,800 an ounce, that gives Fred a sweet Season 1 total of $7,326. Using that as his gross profit, let's total his expenses. To start, his lease agreement cost him $20,000. In Episode 3, unexpected repairs cost another $5,000. Fred reveals in Episode 13 it costs him $5,000 a week to run his claim, which I assume he paid for with the multiple life savings he finally ran out of, because that's when he gets another $50,000 from his investor to fund the rest of his season. All told, that gives him an updated season total of negative $132,674. And those are only the expenses we're given actual numbers for. There was also his entire life savings he spent several times, hired out tree clearing, getting up to code, a new 380 loader, Freddie and Juan bailing him out twice, Mitch bailing him out once, a new generator, and a new excavator and loader gifted by Juan. When you factor all of this in, it really becomes unfathomable just how bad a season it really was. Needless to say, it's a complete and utter helmet-throwing, face-rubbing disaster, and would end anyone else's gold mining career forever. But it only gets worse. During the off-season, Fred spends the winter in Nevada and Arizona searching for claims for no reason whatsoever. No price is ever given on this, but I'd wager it cost him another life savings. Then Season 2 begins with Fred's laughable 100-ounce goal. Why is it laughable? Because assuming he gets $180,000 in profit, that doesn't even cover his losses from last year and over the winter, let alone pay for anything this year. But let's dig deeper. Fred ends the season with 110 ounces of gold, then refine it down to 93.5 ounces. This year he pays a 10% royalty to his claim owner, and we just have to assume his investor gets the same as last year, which leaves Fred with 74.8 ounces. At $1,800 an ounce, Fred's season gross profit is $134,640. And now expenses. In Episode 18, Fred reveals he is spending at least 6 ounces per week just on fuel. That means his 24-week fuel bill costs $259,200. Then he has to do a wash plant rebuild for $25,000 and rent a gold room for $10,000. So, in the best case scenario, Fred ends this season with negative $134,640. But then we add in the rest. Another life savings, his Season 2 investor's investment, all of his rented equipment, getting his claim up to code, and then another bailout from Freddie and Juan. Oh, and I suppose we should have him pay back his minimum losses from last year, so his gold mining success rate is around negative $267,314. And that's the absolute bare minimum, because that assumes all these other items on his list were somehow free. And it also assumes things like he doesn't eat for the entire season, or pay for his team's matching t-shirts. I get it. Gold Rush is meant as entertainment. Many of the segments shown have as much basis in reality as does the 1983 documentary War Games. Speaking of which, perhaps Fred needs to rewatch War Games to learn an important lesson about himself when it comes to gold mining. The only winning move is not to play. How about a nice game of chess? Hey, if you like stupid over-analysis of Gold Rush totals, I've done a lot of videos about those. Here, click on some of these and you can watch them. Or not, that's fine. Okay, that's enough picking on Fred for this season. I'm sure he'll be back again next year. Until then, thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great year. I'll see you next season.